Hey, welcome back to I Open Packs So You Don't Have to. I'm John, and this episode is 100% themed around movies. These are all cards of movies that, I would just straight up say that I love these movies. Maybe that's a little bit controversial to say that about Dick Tracy and Alien 3. I don't know. What are your thoughts about that? But anybody that says they don't love Dracula and the Addams Family, and even Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, I would be really suspect of them. I would like to have a conversation. This is not the first pack of these Alien 3 cards that I've opened from Star Picks, so you don't need another introduction. Let's just get in there. We got a fella here that has met the Xenomorph and not come out on top. Got that iconic scene. This was in the trailer a whole lot, showing, Ripley right up close and personal with the Xenomorph. And I remember seeing this in the trailer and just being like, well, how is she getting out of that? Ain't no way. Okay, we got some fellas. They're all standing around, like fellas do. Okay, this is sort of right before that other scene that we saw, Xenomorph crawling up on Ripley. I love how legitimately terrified she looks in that. It's kind of hard to see it. It's about as close as I can get, but Sigourney Weaver always did a great job of selling the terror of that creature. Got some Weyland-Yutani commandos. Oh, that's a cool shot. This dude just holding the face hugger by the tail. You don't get to do that too often. I feel like usually the facehugger comes at you, you getting hugged. It's kind of like me at Christmas, Okay, we got an order form for the Dark Horse comic of this movie. There's a room full of computers. Probably all of that computing power equates to like an iPhone 14. There's Tywin there. I think we might have, I don't know if it was this exact card, but we definitely had like a close-up glamour shot of him in the past. Okay, there's a Dark Horse comic panel. Oh, it's Tim Sale too. That's awesome. I don't know if I would have ever clocked that if it didn't have his name on it, but now that I'm looking at it, I recognize the sort of really large black sections and then big panels of solid colors. I really like that. Let's see. Warner's Syndrome Sanitarium. They left us stranded here because we were sick. We're never going to know what's going on in that card. And then we got a whole nother Dark Horse scene here. This Xenomorph is being blowed up. And this one is drawn by Hong Win. That's cool. Alright, moving on to the next pack. We got Dick Tracy. Maybe the last Dick Tracy movie that'll ever get made, if Warren Beatty has anything to say about it. But we got some Topps Dick Tracy cards, beautiful bright yellow and blue on this thing. I've said it before, I was obsessed with this movie as a kid, even though I had never heard of Dick Tracy. I'd never read any of the original comic strips in the newspaper. Matter of fact, I don't think it was even in any of our newspapers. And if it ever was, it was after the movie came out. But that didn't stop me from just being fascinated by these crazy monster people. And case in point, we got the rodent here. This is our sticker, so they put that right on the front. We got this wanted picture of the rodent with his bowler hat. Oh, look at Madonna, Breathless Mahoney. That's a gorgeous dress. How do you not fall in love with that lady? Matter of fact, that's going to be our first desk card here. Okay, we got Tess, and I think that's Big Boy tying her up. Get the kid jumping on the back of the car. If this was, about 30 years later in time, he'd have been on a skateboard. There's the kid again. Even as a child, I did not like the kid. He was annoying, but I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch this movie and see how I feel about him. Oh my goodness. There's somebody that this reminds me of that's like a pop culture human being, but can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, there's our first appearance of Dick Tracy in his beautiful overcoat. I think I would have absolutely worn one of those coats if I'd had the money for it when I was a kid. But nowadays, I would definitely wear that overcoat. And we got the kid, and gosh, what an awful looking person. Can you imagine being that's your father? Like, you gotta go and, appease someone who looks like that every day. The kid and his captor. When Dick Tracy rescues the kid, a streetwise waif, from the drunken clutches of Steve the Tramp, Tracy is forced into the unwilling role of guardian. That is a role that eventually will save his life. Spoilers, guys. Oh, and then we got the blank, too. Oh, what a cool character. You wouldn't think that just having no face would be such a cool look, but it really worked. All right, let's go into another 90s movie that I really liked when I was a kid. I feel like Dick Tracy is one of those that, like, you have no problem believing that a kid really loved it, but this one, when you watch this movie, it's not kid friendly. It's like very dark and serious. Lots of heavy stuff going on. People getting killed and their stuff taken from them. You got to see Kevin Costner's butt. There's just a lot that a kid wouldn't be interested in. So we got Topps Robin Hood Prince of Thieves from 1991. I know I've opened some of these on the channel here before, but it has been a little while. They switched over from the cool wax packs to these very much less cool plastic wrappers. It never opens in the way that you'd want it to. I have watched this movie pretty recently, and I would say it holds up. It's pretty good stuff. There's our sticker. We started off again with our sticker. It's actually card number 1. We got Robin Hood. It's like a cool castle motif on the background there, even shaped like a castle on the sticker. Really cool there. And you can see the puzzle piece is part of the movie poster, that art that was on the front of the pack. Preparations for a royal wedding. Safe at last. That's a nice iconic shot of Robin with the long bow. I think that's when he's about to shoot the nooses that they're trying to hang Will Scarlet and such from. I might be getting that mixed up. Let's see what the card tells us. Through his trickery and cunning, the once wealthy Robin of Locksley, now known as Robin Hood, leads the woodsmen of Sherwood Forest in a revolt against the oppressive Sheriff of Nottingham. Honestly, that's just like a summary of the movie, so it didn't answer any of our questions. That's another great shot. Robin with his awesome scarf, getting ready to arrow somebody. That's Will Scarlet. Was that Christian Slater? Guy was in everything back in the day. There he is again, hiding in a bush. Got a lot of great shots of Robin in this one. That's awesome. Our final card here, we got, is that Will Scarlet again? I think so. And it doesn't turn out well for him. Okay, we're going to our second to last pack here. We have a pack of the Addams Family cards from Topps. Even worse than the Robin Hood pack, in my opinion. I don't like these, like, weird shaped, like, especially here, it's just clear plastic. Like, come on, man, shrink it up. Shrink it up. Don't take up so much space in my life. Creepy, kooky, spooky, ooky. 8 cards and a sticker. Also from 1991. So they made this pack the same time they made that Robin Hood pack. I guess maybe they were just trying out different things to see what would work better for them, But I love the Addams Family. I love the movie. I love pretty much everything associated with the Addams Family. I thought that Wednesday show on Netflix was pretty solid. Although I have to admit I haven't seen the second season yet, so I can't really speak to that. Oh, we got a great sticker. Look at Cousin It. That's so awesome. I like that it kind of looks like a family portrait here. We got the beautiful kind of gothic frame. Although maybe instead of this marble motif, it should have been a little darker. I don't know. You let me know how you feel about that. And there's a puzzle piece from the movie poster there. All right, here's our first normal card. And now I'm looking at this. Have I opened one of these before? Like, I don't recognize this border and the red backing there. I feel like this is the first time I've seen one of these cards. So maybe this is my first pack. And we see right away Gomez Addams, definitely not an autistic man. No. Okay. The model trains whistle at full blast, shrieking in warning as they round Dead Man's Curve. Heading for each other, from inside one of the trains, a little passenger looks out. He passes Gomez, still raving, almost to the boiling point. Finally, the trains collide. Metal rends, smoke and fumes. Morticia shakes her head. Hobbies. Who's that knocking? That's a nice shot of like the whole gang here, although, it's a shame to have the Tullys in there. It'd be better to just have more Addamses. Oh, Christina Ricci was perfectly cast as Wednesday. Oh, and Raul Julia as Gomez. Man, just like, is anybody in this cast not perfect for the role? Thing playing the stand-up bass. That's amazing. We got Morticia as well. Can we keep it going? Can we get Pugsley and Grandma? Uncle Fester? That would be great. What do we got? Oh, we got the rug biting a guy's ankle. Okay, we did get Uncle Fester. Christopher Lloyd played such a weird character in that one. I know as a kid I didn't recognize that was the same guy that played Doc Brown from Back to the Future. It wasn't until I was much older that I realized that. Alright, we're moving on to the final pack of cards, and this was one I've been real excited to open. This pack of Bram Stoker's Dracula by Topps. Now beware, this is suggested for mature audiences. I don't know if I qualify for that or not. Oh, look at that. We got a sticker for $6 on the back. I didn't even realize that was there. Okay, let's see. 92, so we're a year later from those others, and we're kind of back to the classic trading card pack style here. Advertised in their comics. I wonder if that's a good comic. I'm not sure. But I love this like shiny metallic on the front here. And you got this creepy bat Dracula monster just kind of daring you to open his pack of cards. Do we dare? Yeah, I think we do. Now this is the first pack of these that I've opened, so I don't really know what to expect. Let's see. Oh, this is supposed to be sideways. Whoa, is this a special card, or are they all going to have this cool, like, embossing on the side? I guess we're going to find out. Here's poor Lucy being, killed by Dracula as a wolf, or is it a wolf that he was controlling? I guess it's kind of left up to your imagination there. As Harker and Mina wed, an infuriated Dracula resumes his possession of Lucy. I condemn you to living death, he tells her, to eternal hunger for living blood. As he raises his arms, calling forth a tempest, a demonic wolf leaps right through him, as if he were a ghost. Man, what a creepy looking guy. Oh, this movie's so good. Okay, it looks like all of them are going to have this embossing on the side. That's really nice. This is definitely some Mike Mignola artwork of Van Helsing and the brides. Wow, okay, let's see the other side of that. After a harrowing night, Professor Van Helsing emerges victorious, having beheaded the 3 vampire brides of Dracula. Now the dedicated scientist and his team of vampire hunters must confront the propagator of this unspeakable evil, Dracula himself. Of course, we already knew that was art by Mike Mignola. You can't mistake that. You know what? Actually, let's put this on the table so we can enjoy it just a little bit longer. There's Gary Oldman as a creepy old Dracula. I think as a kid, I saw this form of Dracula on The Simpsons before I saw the actual movie. So it's a little less scary than it would have been, but it's still pretty scary. There's Keanu and Winona Both a little bit weird names, but pretty good, pretty good. Oh, I don't remember this guy's name. I know he's one of the suitors for Lucy. I don't remember this crazy vest, but that's fantastic. Oh, yeah, Carrie Ells is another suitor, looking delightfully smarmy. I liked that the suitors they were kind of jerks when they first saw him, but as soon as they were asked to kind of pitch in and help out, they did it. They didn't even hesitate. You know, they just leapt into action, whatever it takes for their beloved Lucy. Here they are in the crypt before they unearth Lucy's undead body. And here she is, starting to. Is she awake yet, or is she just propped up in there? I don't remember. But man, that burial outfit for her was completely insane. There's we're kind of going back in time here. This is before she was dead. She was only mostly dead in this scene. And a final card. Got a sword fight between, is that Carrie Ells? I think so. And one of Dracula's henchmen there. There's some awesome cards. I do have one more pack of those, but I think I'm going to get Noelle to open it. We'll see about that, though. All right, okay. Well, that was a pretty sweet set of packs, all themed around movies. I think these two are definitely my favorite. If I had to, choose between one of these, it would probably be the Mike Mignola, but, Madonna coming up a close second. Which one of those packs was your favorite? Let me know about that, and let me know, which of these is your favorite. Have you seen all those movies? I hope so. But if not, you got to get on that real soon, because there's some pretty classic films. I guess Alien 3 probably the weakest out of all of those, but I think that one's better than it gets credit for. Thanks for hanging out while I open these packs. Until next time, try to be cool.